All right, good evening. We're going to get started in about 5 minutes, so if you can make your way to your seats so we can get started on time, that would be fantastic. So start making your way to your seats. All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to graduation, to the day these young people start their career for real. I just want to welcome you all and thank you for being here. Graduation from the South King County Fire Consortium Fire Recruit Academy is a significant accomplishment. We want this night to be special and remembered. Being pinned with your badge is a true honor, and believe me, these recruits have earned it. So with that being said, we want you to feel comfortable with coming up and taking pictures, videos. Don't be shy, have no shame. We want you to celebrate the work, the hard work, and the accomplishment that your loved one has achieved. So as we are pinning, please feel free to come forward. Also, today, we're going to be starting with the Honor Guard and the posting of colors. Today, as we do that, if you are in uniform, we would ask that you would salute when given the order by the commander when he says to present arms. If you're a civilian, we would ask if you would please to cover your heart for the duration of the national anthem until we are then released from that. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and let's get things started. I'd like to start by inviting the South King County Fire Training Consortium Deputy Chief Jim Webb to come and speak to us.
Good evening, everyone. It's my honor to welcome you here tonight to the graduation ceremony of the South King County Fire Training Consortium Recruit Academy Class 16. I'd like to begin by thanking those that made tonight possible. First, to the River of Life leadership staff and congregation for allowing us to use their amazing facility. Tonight would not be possible without their generosity. Special thank you to Division Chief Pat Pollock, Chaplain Pat Ellis, Chaplain Marcus Kelly, who's our MC tonight, and Captain Paul Peters. They're responsible for the logistics and execution of everything you see tonight. Puget Sound facilities, fleet, logistics divisions, the training consortium's admin staff, Tina, Linda, Olivia, the training consortium's battalion chiefs and training officers, they do amazing work. Our media producer, Ryan Gorsester, he's the mastermind behind the Recruit Academy video you'll watch this evening. The pipes and drums, the Honor Guard, and so many others that had a hand in making this evening special. I'd like to say thank you to the chief officers and the operations chiefs for their continued support. And then I'd like to talk about the Recruit Academy cadre instructors for just a second. Being an academy instructor is one of the most difficult jobs in the fire service. Academy instructor comes in early, they go home late every day of the academy. They put in 50 plus hours a week of mental and physical days, day in and day out, really to get these recruits ready to serve the communities. They are some of the best in the Northwest. So I'm gonna have Chief Glassy, Lieutenant Gerke, Captain Strobel, and your entire instructor cadre, please stand to be recognized for all your hard work. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. All right, now to each of you here tonight, thank you for joining us, and thank you for the support you've shown your recruit over the last 20 plus weeks. We know that each of you have sacrificed in some way to help your loved one reach this important milestone. So with all that said, this evening is about the recruits. Class 16 has recruit firefighters from 11 different fire departments. Although they wear different patches tonight, they have built a unique bond and are now brothers and sisters in the fire service. So let's get them in here and get this started. Will the recruits of Class 16 please enter?
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand for the posting of the colors?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you so much. You may be seated. I want to thank Captain Browning for singing the national anthem. And I would now like to ask Puget Sound Fire Chaplain Jeff Bierce to come and offer the invocation for tonight's ceremony.
Recruits, well done. It is an honor and a joy to be here to celebrate with you. Would you please pray with me according to your faith traditions as I pray? Lord, we are gathered to celebrate with and to honor these recruits who have chosen to join the ranks of firefighters past and present, who will run to the call for help to come to the aid of their neighbors no matter what the trouble. We are thankful for each one's sense of service. They have striven, they have endeavored, they have prepared themselves to reach this point, and now present themselves to this assembly approved. Lord, keep them safe in the weeks and months to come as they continue to learn, to train, and then to go out to face the challenges and even dangers that the day may bring. May their hands be ever strong, their feet swift, their minds keen, and their hearts full of compassion. May they remain loyal, courageous, steadfast, and foremost, may they come to truly understand and exemplify what it is to serve their communities. God bless this night's celebration. God bless these recruits. We humbly ask in the name of our Lord. Amen.
It's an honor today for me to introduce to you Fire Chief for Eastside Fire and Rescue, Chief Ben Lane, for tonight's chief address.
Good evening. What an exciting night. I'd like to start by thanking the River of Life Fellowship for the hospitality and sharing this amazing facility. To those in attendance and those online, thank you for joining us to celebrate the accomplishments of Recruit Class 16. To those that have directly supported these recruits, thank you on behalf of the fire chiefs. We know how much that support contributes to their success. And to the training officers that dedicated countless hours to mentoring and developing the future of the fire service. Thank you. How does one get the honor to deliver the chief's address? Well, let me tell you. Just a few days ago, I received a text message from the training director. In fact, I'll read the text to you. It says, "Good morning. Do you have a minute to chat about the recruit graduation?" I turned to our executive assistant, said, "The headliner just canceled to call him the new guy." Yes, I'm the new guy. I was appointed fire chief just 7 months ago, and this is now my third chief's address at all 3 different training consortiums. As you'll find out later, sometimes I am way too eager to explore an opportunity, landing me at the center of attention. Recruit Class 16, as you sit here tonight, excited to transition to your new roles as probationary firefighters, you probably have some ideas what you hope the profession will bring, and I'm here to tell you, the sky's the limit. Reflecting back to my recruit class at the North Bend Fire Training Center, class 92-3, I recall a funny yet teachable moment. Our academy class had just completed some training on the drill ground, and my ongoing curiosity focused in on a ship hatch. I asked our training officer what that was. His reply, "That's the entrance to the new confined space training prop." We'd been training there for weeks. How did I not see this? I can't understand how I missed it. My excitement and curiosity increased, drawing in a fellow recruit. Now, 2 of us are fully committed to entering this newfound confined space training prop. Our training officer gave us the green light to enter, so without hesitation, I ran over to the prop, opened the hatch to find a bunch of freaking rusty valves. And simultaneously, the training officer exploded into laughter. At this point, the big picture came into focus. Let's just say this hatch was sitting on top of a large wood pallet, and it was probably placed there earlier in the day. Talk about the need for situational awareness, and if there was ever an opportunity for 2 recruits to look out for one another, this was clearly it. And clearly, we both missed that opportunity. My interest and enthusiasm for the job earned the 2 of us the first ever Double Dipstick Award. This prestigious award was part of a surprise presentation ceremony during the next morning's formation, again, placing me at the center of attention. As Double Dipstick Award recipients, we were tied together around the neck with a literal dipstick from a vehicle proudly displayed between the 2 of us for the entire day. Not sure about you, but I always try to learn from the mistakes of others, so here's a few takeaways. Always maintain situational awareness. Work hard to see the big picture. Look out for your fellow crew members. Never, ever trust a smirking training officer. And as a side note, both award recipients are now chief officers. I can see a few heads nodding out there. Makes total sense, doesn't it? Building on the idea we all need to look out for each other, from day one, this recruit class has been trained to operate as a single unit. Although they individually represent 11 different departments, there was no separation during this academy, and this was done by design, and one of the primary reasons can be found in the following 11 mission statements. Puget Sound Fire, to provide effective and sustainable services to meet the needs of a changing community with the resources entrusted to us. Renton Regional Fire Authority, working to make our communities safer, healthier, and stronger. Burien, King County Fire District 2, exists to provide service to the community by preventing and minimizing loss of life, pain and suffering, and property loss or damage. Skyway, King County Fire District 20, we serve the needs of our community with dignity and compassion by professionally providing world-class fire and life safety services. Enumclaw Fire, compassionately serving our community with a culture of safety and professionalism. KCSO, the King County Sheriff's Office, is a trusted partner in fighting crime and improving the quality of life for our residents and guests. Mountain View Fire and Rescue, to protect the community from the threat of fire and other dangers, and to provide emergency medical services, to stand as a responsive and progressive component of the community. Valley Regional Fire Authority, we serve the whole community. The Valley Regional Fire Authority saves lives and protects property through reliable emergency services, preparedness, and prevention. Vashon Fire and Rescue, proudly dedicated to protection of life, property, and our environment. Port of Seattle Fire, to serve the public and preserve life and property through leadership, teamwork, and actions as an all-hazard emergency service provider. Eastside Fire and Rescue, excellence in service, dedication to community. I share this to highlight, regardless of the department, each has community, public, or residents in their mission. You might say we're all cut from the same mold, or are we? There is no doubt that each department represented here is fully committed to serving their respective community. But here's where I think we have some room to grow as a profession, challenge tradition, and strengthen how we show up in the community. Looking back to my first day on shift, I was so excited as all my hard work and determination had finally brought me to the place where I was going to be part of a high-performing team ready to work together to carry out our mission. Instead, I was met with a tradition of be seen, not heard. And that was be seen working, not seen for who I was as a person, with the expectation that when a call came in, I was to instantly transform into a cohesive member of a team, and if anything went wrong, I was to take full responsibility. I couldn't actually be myself until I was off probation. We've made progress in this area. However, we still have growth ahead, and that growth translates to supporting each mission statement. My ask of every one of you is to commit to seeing your fellow crew members for who they are as individuals from day one. Adopt a see more and hear more approach to relationship building. See color, see diversity, embrace the view or opinion that challenges your own. Be change agents within the profession that pushes tradition to explain the why. Share your paths with others and commit to going above and beyond as you serve the communities by being seen in the community, see the community, reflect the community, engage the community, hear the community, build trust in the community, serve and protect the community to the best of your ability. Recruit Class 16, you've made it to the next chapter in your career. Take full advantage of the opportunity ahead to write your own story. Congratulations, it's go time. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Lane, for your words of wisdom and encouragement. As you have heard and what you have experienced with your recruits, coming home exhausted from training, the academy is no easy task, and this class of recruits laughed and they cried. It was fun and it was hard. And they came through with flying colors. We have a video tonight that we would like to show you of some of the highlights of this journey. And you will get a glimpse into the hard work of these 46 recruits as they were put through their training. So I'd like to invite you to view the screens and enjoy this video that's been prepared.
Deep breath. Hold it. Another one in. Hold it. Pursed lips. Breathe out. And go. therapy. I think that's so perfect.
Wow, those just get better and better, don't they? That was fantastic. Well done. All right. Well, it was a great video. You can see the hard work of each and all of the cadets through the blood, the sweat, the tears, and also the fun. The Fire Recruit Academy is no easy task. It's hard work, draining both physically and mentally, not just for the recruits. It's a tremendous amount of work for the academy instructors who literally put their hearts and souls into each class. I would like to ask Lieutenant Gerke and the academy training officers to the stage to present class awards. Would you please give a huge thank you and round of applause to our training officers.
Good evening. I'm Lieutenant Gerke. I serve as the instructor coordinator for the academy class. This academy takes hard work and dedication. I want to take a moment and thank the families, all of you people out here that are supporting these recruits. These amazing recruits and are in the families of the cadre, especially. They could not have accomplished this without your support. I want to thank my wife of 24 years for dealing with me and my crazy endeavors, and happy anniversary. As we recognize the hard work and dedication of our newest firefighters, we must also acknowledge the role of an instructor cadre. In their journey, these individuals have been with our graduates every step of the way, guiding them, pushing them, cheering them on. Please join me in welcoming to the stage the cadre that made this possible, my brothers and sister. Puget Sound Fire, Captain Bill Rodall. South King Fire, Lieutenant Walter Hanks. Puget Sound Fire, Captain Marvin Okram. Valley Fire, Londo Alvarado. Puget Sound Fire, Captain Derek Abdella. Puget Sound Fire Engineer Mike Baginski. Puget Sound Fire, Captain Jeremy Waddell. Renton Fire, Engineer Pat Bolts. Port of Seattle, Captain Lucas Crippen. Eastside Fire and Rescue, Lieutenant Berlin Maza. Puget Sound Fire, Engineer Katie Loomis. And from Renton Fire, Firefighter Cody Olson. We have one instructor that couldn't be here tonight, Engineer Drew Larson. He is at his son's graduation. We miss him very much. First award tonight be presented is the Marty Hauer Fitness Award. Marty Hauer was a firefighter engineer for the Kent Fire Department who worked tirelessly to promote health and wellness throughout the fire service in our state, region, and nation. Marty's motto was, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and be safe. It is in Marty's honor that we present this award. The South King County Fire Training Consortium Academy is physically demanding. Recruits are pushed to their limit and beyond each day. The recruits are tested 4 times in physical fitness throughout the academy. 2 times in a structured physical fitness test comprising of a 2-mile run, push-ups, planks, and pull-ups, and twice in a work capacity course. After the 4 tests are scored, the recruit with the highest score receives the award. For Academy Class 16, the Marty Hauer Fitness Award goes to Sam Gertz from Eastside Fire. Over here, Gertz. Over there. Chief wants his picture. The next award of the evening is a valedictorian award. This award is presented to the recruit that has demonstrated the best academic performance throughout the academy. Not only are the recruits challenged physically on the drill field, but they are tested academically in the classroom as well, to include 5 block tests consisting of 1,026 total questions, state certification exams, IAFF, a hazmat exam, and EMT test. The recruit who earned the valedictorian for this class had an average score of 99.2. The valedictorian for Class 16 goes to Andy Soper from Port of Seattle. The next award of the evening is a very special award. It's called the Top Rung. This award is as special as is only award voted on by the recruits themselves. Recruits are asked to consider who most they would want work alongside each day amongst their peers and who amongst them demonstrated excellence in the 4 academy pillars: attitude, effort, performance, and teamwork. When the recruits submit their votes, they are asked to write a short reason as to why they selected the winner. The winner from Class 16 was described by their fellow recruits as someone who always brings tons of energy and encouragement for everyone. Motivating and positive, genuinely selfless, has a positive attitude through the whole academy, and they were always the first to volunteer. The Top Rung Award for Class 16 goes to Andy Soper from Port of Seattle Fire. The next award of the evening is the Chiefs Company Awards. These awards are voted on and selected by the instructor cadre and recognizes the recruits who excel day in and day out in the 4 academy pillars: attitude, effort, performance, and teamwork. It is an award of high honor, as it signifies the recruits that the instructors would most like to work with on their crew. The Chiefs Company Award winners for Class 16 are Richard Dutton, King 2 Fire. Aaron Henry, Puget Sound Fire. Travis Calhoun, Eastside Fire. Joseph Jerome, Puget Sound Fire. And to round it out, Andy Soper, Port of Seattle Fire. Take your seats. The final award of the night is called the Donovan Eckhart Lionheart Award. Donovan was a Renton firefighter that passed away from cancer. When asked what motivated him, Donovan replied, "I'm passionate about being a great firefighter, about being safe and thorough. The respect of my peers and friends was of tremendous value to me, and I always tried to be a good guy. Easygoing and fun to be around, a dependable friend and confidant." It is in Donovan's honor that we present the Lionheart Award for humility, passion, safety, and thoroughness to Richard Dutton from King 2 Fire. Presenting the award tonight is Donovan's wife, Jamie, and his children, William and Kitty.
And please join me in celebrating everyone in winning their awards tonight.
Each year, or each class, the recruits form a very strong bond with each other that they will share for the rest of their lives. Each recruit class chooses one of their own to represent them at graduation ceremony. I'm honored to introduce the class speaker for tonight for Recruit Class 16, Recruit Firefighter Richard Dutton.
Chiefs, honored guests, family, and friends, thank you for attending this evening to honor each of us. First, a huge congratulations goes to the families and loved ones who have taken on the extra load since we began back in January. Taking on the burdens as we departed early, came home late, and truly only had a half-day weekend. Your sacrifices and efforts allowed us all to be here this evening. A much-needed round of applause is the least we could do for them. It's an honor to be standing here in front of you all, representing Recruit Class 16. Workhorse. But honestly, we've only been at this for 21 weeks. Pretty sure Lawson would have been a better fit. The day the class voted for me to be the class speaker, I knew it would be no small order to properly speak on behalf of the class. So I'll start with a paraphrase from Teddy Roosevelt. It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood. Today, we don't stand as a single person in the arena, but as a collective group who persevered and came out the other end. While this may be just one step that we have earned, it is an important one. We will carry this foundation with us to our first shift and every day thereafter. I am proud to be a part of this group. People who have shown up day in and day out, put in the work, adapted, cried, caught nails in the top of their feet, and laughed. Oh, and of course, exhibit nothing but the best when it comes to attitude, effort, performance, and teamwork. The times will not get easier, nor should we want them to. Whether it is a smile to a kid at a school event, or it is doing everything in your power to render the best aid possible to those in need. The families and people in need require the very best of us on their very worst day. I believe we are all ready for that charge. We have earned multiple certifications that have set the foundation for what is to come, but those pieces of paper won't make you better at going into a burning building or throwing a ladder or extricating a person from a vehicle. So what will we do? What will we remember? Will we remember these 21 weeks and rely on the basics to continue to propel us forward? Or maybe there will be times that we will need to remember something a little different. Maybe it's the Island Boys giggling in the corner like schoolyard kids. Or maybe it's T.O. Bolt's 29-minute story, but you don't actually remember what it was about. Or Recruit Grove with her war cry. Or maybe it's T.O. Rodall who doesn't really need to say much. It's the complete look of shame that says it all. Or that sweet, sweet aroma of the bunkhouse. Maybe it's Captain Strobel telling us that we should ascribe dignity and worth to all. Whatever it may be, remember that these moments are profound, and they will follow us forever. I challenge each of us to stay in touch and to push the boundaries of what is possible. The citizens out there deserve it. Lastly, a massive thanks goes to the consortium training officers for all of their efforts to get us to where we are today. One more rep, they said, and finally they will sign their names to each of us to allow us to go forth and represent our departments to our communities, to those in need. TOs, truly, thank you. To close this out, could I please have Recruit Heggie and Fenrick come up to the stage? The final award of this evening is the Recruits Company Award. These awards are voted on by the recruits and recognize instructors who excel day in and day out in the three columns of Recruit Academy's excellence: storytelling, tactical preparedness, and lyrical genius. It is an award of high honor and signifies the TOs that the recruits could relate to the most. Without further ado, I present to you the Recruits Company for Class 16. T.O. Bolts, Tio Bojinski. And Tio Abdallah. Thank you, everyone, for this evening. Thank you, TOs, for your endless sacrifices. And lastly, recruit class 16. How'd it go? Good, sir! No, but seriously, how'd it go? So as long as Recruit Hinesley has no further questions, that's it, that's all. Get some.
Thank you, Richard. Well, recruits, it's that time to receive your certificates and the badges that you have earned. It's time for the badge pinning. Remember, families, please feel free to come and take pictures, and you're going to be able to see a pattern to us calling your recruits up. So if you think ahead and count ahead, you're going to figure out when your recruit's going to come up. So if you're prepared to come, that would be excellent. But please, have a good time tonight and enjoy this. With that, I would like to invite Battalion Chief Scott Golaski to come and to the stage for the badge pinning ceremony.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Scott Galassi. I'm a battalion chief with Puget Sound Fire. I'm currently assigned to the South King County Fire Training Consortium, and I'm the Recruit Academy Coordinator. It's my honor and privilege this evening to present the recruit badges to Recruit Class 16. Congratulations, Recruit Class 16. I know it's been a long road, and it's time. The firefighter badge is rich with symbolism. Some badges have a red cross, and some are in the shape of the Maltese cross. These two symbols not only stand for loyalty, but the cross also signifies our mission to assist people in times of trouble. The shield that was once used to protect an individual in battle now symbolizes our responsibility to place ourselves between an emerging disaster and our citizens in order to save lives and property. It is also emblazoned with symbols such as axes, nozzles, ladders, and other devices of the fire service. These symbols are arranged in a scramble, which represents that these firefighters have earned the right and earned the privilege of wearing them through their performance in the academy. Most badges have a continuous circle that resembles an unbroken rope or chain. This illustrates a dedication and commitment to duty. To the individual firefighter, the badge identifies the first significant achievement of their career. To the fire department, the badge identifies a firefighter as one of their own. To the citizen in need, the badge is a symbol that the person wearing it is someone they may turn to for assistance. The badge must be earned before it is worn. It is worn always with humility for the opportunity to serve, with respect for the job, and with the professionalism that the community expects and deserves. We will now present Recruit Academy 16 with their firefighter badges. Eastside Fire and Rescue. Travis Calhoun will be pinned by his wife, Victoria Calhoun. Jacob Chamberlain will be pinned by his wife, Elena Chamberlain. Sam Gertz will be pinned by his wife, Madison Gertz. Jace Hinesley will be pinned by his son, June, and wife, Lisa. Chief Lane, please stand. Chief Lane, I present to you the probationary firefighters for Eastside Fire and Rescue. Enumclaw Fire Department. Casey Jones will be pinned by his mother, Debbie. Chief Heyman, please stand. Chief Heyman, I present to you the probationary firefighter for Enumclaw Fire Department. King County Fire District 2. Richard Dutton will be pinned by his wife, Hannah, and daughter, Ren. Drew Thoman will be pinned by his parents, Doug and Tammy Thoman. Chief Demaray, please stand. Oh, thank you. Chief Demaray, I present to you the probationary firefighters for King County Fire District 2. King County Fire District 20. Andrew Feinrich will be pinned by his father, retired Bellevue Battalion Chief Lou Feinrich. Kyle Hagee will be pinned by his wife, Jessica Hagee. Chief Hicks, please stand. Chief Hicks, I present to you the probationary firefighters for King County Fire District 20. King County Sheriff's Office ARF Unit. Lee Lim will be pinned by his daughter, Ellie, and wife, Melissa. Austin Peterson will be pinned by his wife, Shannon. Chief Thomas, please stand. Chief Thomas, I present to you the probationary firefighters for King County Sheriff's Office ARF Unit. Mountain View Fire and Rescue. Austin Anderson will be pinned by his father, Undersheriff Jesse Anderson. Chief Judkins, please stand. Chief Judkins, I present to you the probationary firefighter for Mountain View Fire and Rescue. Port of Seattle Fire Department. Tyson Cunningham will be pinned by his wife, Chloe Ramberg. Sean Kirk will be pinned by his mother, Kim Kirk. Andy Soper will be pinned by his mother, Tammy Soper. Ezra Stark will be pinned by his wife, Jasenia, son Omari, and daughter Olivia. Chief Kraus, please stand. Chief Kraus, I present to you the probationary firefighters for the Port of Seattle Fire Department. Puget Sound Regional Fire Authority. Alan Arneson will be pinned by his sister, Melissa Arneson. And Ethan Blechschmidt will be pinned by his mother, Corey Blechschmidt. Isaiah Brown will be pinned by son Elijah Brown and girlfriend Lauren Felder. Sebastian DeBont will be pinned by his fiancee Tori Zimmerman. Joseph Jerome will be pinned by his girlfriend Kate Stewart. Aaron Henry will be pinned by his wife Hannah Brudier. Daniel Jones will be pinned by his sons Harvey and Arthur Jones. Adam Long will be pinned by his wife Rebecca Long. Astrid Martinez will be pinned by her mother, Joan Vaya. Joshua Padilla will be pinned by his wife, Krista Padilla. Jose Perez Correa will be pinned by mother, Maricel Correa. Jordan Peterson Scotter will be pinned by wife, Isabella Peterson Scotter. Hunter Smith will be pinned by fiance Peyton Aparicio. Tanner Wolber will be pinned by father, Puget Sound District Chief Dave Wolber. Chief Carson, please stand. Chief Carson, I present to you the probationary firefighters for the Puget Sound Regional Fire Authority. Renton Regional Fire Authority. Brissa Esquivel will be pinned by Father Moses Esquivel. Tyler McLean will be pinned by Mother Amber Tierney. Sean Robinson will be pinned by wife, Michaela Robinson. Chief Heitman, please stand. Chief Heitman, I present to you the probationary firefighters for Renton Regional Fire Authority. Valley Regional Fire Authority. Bethany Grove will be pinned by husband Andrew and daughters Leanna and Sherry. Alexander Johnson will be pinned by wife Tiffany and daughter Ava Johnson. Patrick McKillips will be pinned by wife Aubrey Payne. Robert Stevens will be pinned by fiancée Holly Streamer. Kyle Strange will be pinned by his parents Joel and Stacy Strange. Keenan Walsh will be pinned by fiancée Jacqueline Manel. Chief Thompson, please stand. Chief Thompson, I present to you the probationary firefighters for Valley Regional Fire Authority. Vashon Island Fire and Rescue. Sure, let's do it. Dawson Allen will be pinned by his wife, Savannah Allen. Yolanda Dowell will be pinned by husband, Grant Dowell. Matthew Hergott will be pinned by wife Diana and sons Nolan Hergott. Joshua Lawson will be pinned by wife Erica McKay. Justin Murley will be pinned by wife Allison Gillespie. Wesley Soares will be pinned by wife Ashley and sons William and Gabriel Soares. Fale Wagon will be pinned by girlfriend Mandy Fifield. Chief Vinci, please stand. Chief Vinci, I present to you the probationary firefighters for Vashon Island Fire and Rescue. Ladies and gentlemen, can I get one more round of applause for these new probationary firefighters from Crew Class 16? Class 16, it's been an honor to be part of your training. Congratulations, good luck, and be careful out there. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
We're almost done. but we still have some important traditional things that need to take care of. The fire service is steeped in years of tradition. One such tradition is the ringing of the bell. In years past, it was the sound of the bell that summoned firefighters to duty. At the completion of the call, the bell was rung to signal that their duties had been completed and they were now ready to respond to the next emergency. In the fire service today, the bell is used in ceremonies as a way to honor the tradition of the past, signifying the beginning and endings. Tonight, the fire bell will be rung in honor of the South King County Fire Training Consortium Recruit Academy Class number 16. 3 rings to signal the completion of the Fire Academy, and 3 rings to signal the start of new careers for these 46 probationary firefighters. Class, congratulations on the completion of the successful academy and the start of your new careers. You are now ready to respond. Honor Guard, please ring the bell. On behalf of the South King County Fire Training Consortium and the represented departments of these 46 probationary firefighters, I want to thank you all for being here tonight to celebrate the graduation of the Fire Recruit Academy Class of 16. I want to say special thank you to the staff here at River of Life Fellowship for working with us to make this a great ceremony. I also want to thank the consortium staff for the work that you have put in to making tonight so special. All of you know who you are, and thank you. To the families of these 46 new probationary firefighters, thank you for your support you have shown over the past weeks of eternity. Everyone in the class knows they could not have gotten here without you. When asked why you decided to be a firefighter, you will most commonly hear, because I want to help people and serve my community. While that is mostly true, we all know the real reason: because you love fire. I want to conclude tonight's graduation with a charge. Probationary firefighters of Class 16. When you hear the sound of the alarm, may you respond with dedication. When faced with adversity of trauma, may you respond with faith. When you are faced with sadness, may you respond with compassion. When you are faced with the unknown, may you respond with courage. When faced with fear, may you respond with bravery. When you hold the hand of the young, the elderly, the dying, or injured, may your heart overflow with comfort, knowing that you have made the difference in the life of that one. And may you never take for granted the honor it is to be a firefighter. Just a couple of things before we dismiss tonight. You are all invited to stay for a reception that we will have here in the lobby. You are welcome. If you didn't already get your pictures, you're welcome to come and take pictures using the podium as a backdrop if you would like. Lieutenant Gerke is going to dismiss his class one last time, and then we will begin our dismissal procedures. Lieutenant Gerke, please come and dismiss your class for the last time. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This concludes the graduation ceremony for the South King County Fire Training Consortium Recruit Academy Class 16. Thank you for being here tonight. You are now dismissed. Thank you.